Hi Pisces, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in this month of November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Pisces, now on to your November 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Pisces, you're starting off with a good one. You have Two of Cups. And this is a card that symbolizes two people that are fated, destined, meant to be, preordained, intertwined. This could be soulmate energy, twin flame energy. But you know what? Sometimes that soulmate energy isn't always romantic love. You could have soulmate energy with a friend or even a family member, but usually this card to me is romantic love. I feel that some of you Pisces are going through an emotional uprising in the area of love, where it's kind of like you need to think clearly about your situation. If you're already coupled with somebody, you may have some kind of confusion or be unsure about something to do with a relationship. But for others of you, this could be involving somebody new coming in. Some of you could be quite lucky, where you meet somebody spectacular and they just knock you off your feet. You're like blown away by them. Some of you are going to have this experience. For some of you, it could be as simple as when you're out and about doing your normal routines and going about your day in a normal way. And if you have to, where some of you could meet them, is if you have to bring something somewhere. Let's say your job says, hey, take these, old files in these file boxes, or this food over to this building or this restaurant or to this home or something. You could meet them if you are delivering something from one place to another. Some of you could be a delivery person, then that might be how you meet them. But for some of you, it could be related to like somebody needs you to take something somewhere else, like your job or a family member or, whatever. And you are, or maybe you have your own business and you need to take something to someone. You could meet them then. Either that's the person that's getting what you're delivering or along the way. But that's not going to be the case for all of you, but it is coming up here, so I have to mention it. You may also feel like you finally understand about something about you that you need to change or do differently to make your love life better. And that could apply whether you're single and you don't have anybody in your life, or if you are coupled. Because if you're single, there might be something you need to do differently so you meet that person. Or change something about your routines or what you do or where you go, or just change something about how you dress or how you respond to people. For those of you that are coupled, to improve your love life or get out of any state of confusion, you may really need to analyze how you handle situations, how you communicate with your partner, how you deal with problems when they arise, and you may need to make changes accordingly. So it's like putting energy and thought into it for some of you is going to be necessary. The next card you have in your reading, Pisces, is the Eight of Rods. And the Eight of Rods is news coming to you swiftly. It could be swift and sudden change. It could be emails, text messages, phone calls, communication. It can even be the arrows of love. So interesting, you got the Two of Cups card. This could also sometimes indicate travel. You're finally getting the news that you've been waiting for, or hearing some kind of confirmation that you've been waiting for. And you may feel like it's about time. You may feel like you've been waiting forever to hear this news or message or confirmation. Again, I get you may seriously, Pisces, need to fix and change things you are doing to improve things and make things better. You may even be getting some kind of feedback from bosses or higher ups or customers if you're self-employed, customers and clients, where you may need to listen to the feedback that you're getting. So if there's any problems that aren't, or things that aren't working, so that you can make adjustments and fix them. And it could be with your business, it could be with the work you're doing. That could be part of what the news is for some of you. Some of you, it's something you've been waiting to hear. Some of you, in confirmation of something. Some of you, this news is like almost like customer service related, or feedback from bosses. It could even be if you had any kind of like review, like what's that called? Employee review. Or it could also be news coming to you from lawyers about any kind of court cases, or from lawyers, court cases, or anything that's been dangling out there from any kind of like government agency or institution of some sort that you've been waiting to hear some news from. I do feel like this is a month you're going to talk to a lot of people, or you're going to have a lot of back and forth communication. You may also get an invitation, and this invitation may come and you may be struggling with that. You're not sure whether you can do it or not. So you could get an invitation, in the United States, we have Thanksgiving. So it could be maybe somebody's going to invite you to a Thanksgiving gathering, but you're not sure you're going to be able to do it. Or it could be some other, invite, because you all don't live in the USA. So, it could be some other kind of invite, but you may be like, it may take you off guard. It could be a surprise. You may not be sure whether you want to or whether you are able to do it. You may also get some kind of information of like instructions of how things are going to go down. So if there was any kind of thing coming up for you, I'm going to use court case, but it could be other things like starting a new job, or starting a new routine, or a new schedule, or something like a new program or plan or class or course or education of some sort. You may find like you're getting the emails, or it could be in regular mail, that are telling you the schedule, the routine, the methods, the techniques, the way things are going to go down. Now, the next card in your reading is crowning your reading is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is an air sign person. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you, Pisces, if you have a rising sign or moon sign that is an air sign, or maybe you're an air sign and Pisces is your rising or moon sign, and you're watching this video maybe this video is your rising sign or moon sign, and this is your sun sign. I feel like you're really going through some kind of process here. And you may feel like this process could be daunting or, step-by-step oriented. You could possibly feel like you have to jump through some kind of hoops. If this is another person and not you, or it could apply to you, but if it's your, one of your signs, but I get going away and coming back again, going away and coming back again. So this could be somebody in your life that's in and out, or going back and forth between two locations, or going back and forth from somewhere in the month of November. I don't know that it's always that way, but I get this, they're going back and forth. That's how you're viewing them. They're in and out, back and forth. If you own a business, this could be somebody that wants you to take them on as a client, customer, or patient, depending on what you do for a living. You pursue your dreams with fervor now. You're not going to give up. Now that could be you, if this is one of your signs, rising sun or moon. But this could be an air sign person in your life. And being ready to make the necessary changes. So see, that sounds like you right there. So, because that came up already in your reading. I think in all three cards. That's come up now in the Two of Cups, the Eight of Rods, and now it's also coming up in the Knight of Swords. You have to resist the temptation to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Now, that is an old saying. My guides are from long ago. And you may be like that. If you're a young person and you never heard that phrase, you may be like, that's a horrible phrase. What it means is, don't throw out what's good, with that bathwater. It's kind of like you have to take the good with the bad. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You may also feel like it's really necessary for you to be cognizant at all times and really sharp and on point with your thinking and like paying a lot of attention this month. And if that's not you that applies to, then that applies. And this Knight of Swords air sign person is somebody else, then it applies to them. So the next card in your reading is the Three of Rods. You have some good cards here, actually. You have this is waiting patiently for success to come in, letting go of things so success can come to you. This could also indicate that you're at the beginning phases of a successful business venture or endeavor. You're going to start to feel in November like you have mastered something. It could be some kind of skill that you've been educating or training for. It could also be some craft that you were working on, some kind of skill, craft, knowledge. Like you're going to feel like you mastered something here. And you're going to be very proactive. And some of you that are looking for a job or looking for a new job may really start sending out those resumes. And I know people don't send them in the mail anymore. I'm from the old school of mailing your resumes. But, online, however they do it now. I haven't had to send out resumes for, I don't even know. Over 22 years. So I don't know. But however you send them out, I feel like some of you are going to be doing that. You may also be trying to stick to a format or stick to a job or stick to a plan at the moment, but you may be surveying to see what's out there that would be better. So again, that could be looking for another job. It could be something else. Maybe you're in a training program or you're in school or you're doing something else. Maybe it's a church you belong to, or some group or club or organization you're part of, and you may be like sticking with it, but you may be surveying what else is out there, where else can I go? Or like, let's say if you have a website and maybe you want to search out a new web hosting site. That is possible for some of you. If you have any court cases, I feel there's going to be a big break in the case, and anything that was stuck will start to move forward for you now. And that could apply for if you were waiting for a promotion or a raise, or waiting to hear back from a job you applied to and you haven't heard anything back, or anything else you applied to or tried to get information about. It's like it's going to come through for you now. And now you're going to be able to sort it out, and you'll be able to make heads or tails of what's going on and what you want to do. So it's going to be very helpful for you. So the next card for you, Pisces, is the Strength card, and this is having inner courage and inner strength. It's also having courage and strength over adversity. It's spiritual power over the material world. It's taming the savage beast in yourself, in someone else, or in a situation. You may be dealing with a Leo person because the woman in the card is holding a lion. You know, you are going to make big changes, and you're going to be doing things in a whole new way. And you're going to start to feel, Pisces, like you got a better handle on your life. And you may be very proud to show people what you've done already, which is really true if you're trying to get a promotion or trying to get a new job. And you may be really showing people like, look, don't underestimate me because I may be quiet or seem passive, but I can really come through in the clutch. Some of you could go on a spiritual journey or some kind of trip that will be like a spiritual awakening and like a spiritual purification process, and show you who you really are. So you could go on a spiritual journey. Some of you could be going to the pyramids or to, Stonehenge, or, I mean, there's so many different cool spiritual places on the planet. Some of you may be going there, or you're going on, or could be going to a spiritual retreat. Maybe if you live in the U.S., you're going to go to Sedona in Arizona. I don't know where it will be, but wherever you choose to go and travel to, I feel many of you, your intention is that it's a spiritual journey. Others of you, it's a trip you want to take, but it turns out to be a spiritual awakening and journey. This card also means spiritual power over the material world. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning, but it does mean that. And I feel like you've faced down a lot of things, and fears and worries and anxieties and stresses and pressures, and you prove yourself. Now, for some of you, I can definitely feel the energy from my guides, like you've already done that, or you've been in the process of doing it. So this month could be the completion of that cycle. For some of you, it could be revving up for you now that you're doing that. You're going to take on what's useful energy, and you're going to release what's no longer working for you anymore. So if there were friendships that were once important to you, but they become toxic, that energy is not helpful or useful to you anymore, and you're going to release it. If there was certain medications, pharmaceuticals, or maybe natural remedies or vitamins or minerals that you were taking, and you didn't feel like they were producing the results, or they weren't making you feel that good, then you're going to release it and you're not going to do it anymore. It's going to be different for all of you what it is that you once found useful and once felt helpful to you, and that then now you turn around and release it. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Pisces to work with, use, and wear in the month of November 2023, you got bloodstone. And bloodstone is great for grounding. It's also has purifying properties. It heightens intuition and creativity. It wards off negative energy. Bloodstone stimulates dreaming, and it's a revitalizer. It's also a protective stone, and bloodstone strengthens the immune system and detoxes the liver, intestines, kidneys, spleen, and bladder. Bloodstone also invigorates the blood and energizes life. If you wear this stone or sleep with it under your pillow or carry it with you in November, it's going to make you feel whole again. If you felt like shattered, scattered, or in pieces, get yourself a bloodstone pendant or a stone like this and just carry it in your pocket throughout the day, or hold it, look at it from time to time. It's going to make you feel more whole. It's going to be a great stone for helping you heal old hurts, pains, and wounds, especially emotional hurts, pains, and wounds. It's a stone that's going to make you feel more energized because it's going to do something to your circulatory system with your blood circulation. It's going to get the blood moving more quickly. And even though it does say detoxes the liver and invigorates the blood, I do feel it also purifies the blood in some way. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And like this video if you do, and subscribe if you haven't, and share this video with others if you feel it's worth sharing, and click that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, where I look at very specific topics for each sign of the zodiac using a variety of divination tools, my most recently recorded links are always posted down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these links are also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You can scroll on that page and read all the different video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else's sign, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. And a good rule of thumb is whatever resonates for you on YouTube videos will probably resonate for you over on Vimeo if you don't want to get multiple, like your sun, your moon, and your rising. You just want to get one. Go with what resonates with you on my YouTube videos. So the most recently recorded video series I have for you is the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, October 28th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading for each sign of the zodiac. You're getting a lot of knowledge and information and messages in those videos. I highly recommend in the eclipse series in particular to get both your sun sign and your rising sign if you can do so. Also, my other eclipse series, New Moon Solar Eclipse in Libra, October 14th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. I use the same format in both of those eclipse readings. The first card will be what's ending for you. The second card, what's beginning. The third card is the blessing. The fourth card is the karmic lesson. Then I pull an oracle card and look into the crystal. So you're getting a lot of information and messages that come through from my spirit guides of how these eclipses are going to affect you. Then don't forget my Horseshoe Tarot spread, my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread psychic tarot readings. Those were done in August. Those predictions last a full year from August of 2023 through August of 2024. My Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread readings are always one of the most popular video series I sell on Vimeo. I think because there's 7 cards and there's a lot of messages there. So you might want to check those out if you haven't done so yet. And also, hey, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for the month of November 2023. These psychic predictions and messages are going to cover a wide range of topics. Your work, your business, your money, your love life, your family, your health, your blessings, how the energy is going to feel to you, what you need to be aware of and cautious of, what complications could arise and what you need to know. It's a lot of information that I put in a very condensed video. So if you haven't ever checked out a crystal reading, you might want to do so because it's like an expansion or a continuation of these psychic tarot readings I do here on YouTube. Now, there is many other video series linked down below. I'm not going to go through all of them. If you're on a phone and you're like, where are these? I've seen some people go, where are these videos you're talking about? If you look at the title of the video on your phone, it's going to say more. After that, just click on more and all the video links are going to show up down below. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here in a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And now I'm very active and back on Twitter, formerly known as X, formerly known as Twitter. And my handle over there is The Lucky Mermaid. And hey, don't forget to watch me on Rumble. You never know when this platform could axe some people off left and right. It happens here, and alternative stuff gets, disappears into the ether. So you never know what's going to happen. So you may want to follow me over on Rumble. And my channel name is The Lucky Mermaid LLC. And it could also come up as Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings because that's what I'm doing over there. Same thing I'm doing here, I'm doing it over there. So if you ever get sick of over here and you might want to go over there, that's your call. Also, if you would like to make donations to this channel and help support the readings and the work I do here on YouTube and on Rumble, there is a donation link down below in the description box in the Show More section. Underneath all the video series I've listed for you that are on Vimeo, there's a donation link connected to PayPal. If you want to make a donation, thank you so much to those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me and it does help me a lot. So I do truly appreciate it. Well, I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal November and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.